Welcome, Libra. This is Regina from Pacific Tarot, getting ready to do your June general reading. I have laid out the axis of the horoscope wheel. I will start reading with the 10th card because it's the midheaven, the highest star in the sky, but I will clarify beginning with the first house and work my way around the 12 spokes of the horoscope wheel with the African Tarot. I'll finish up with an oracle card. And if you're enjoying these readings, if you resonate with this reading, please like and subscribe to my channel. I thank all of you that send me comments and all kinds of support and appreciations. It's very meaningful to me, as this has been a tremendous time of my own personal deep healing. So thank you for aiding my well-being, and I'm going to get started, Libra, with your overall energy card. And I did it before. The Two of Pentacles is your overall energy, Libra. This, again, is emphasizing the natural ability you have for harmony and balance, equity and equality in your life. I find this relevant to your establishing this work-life balance at this time. Also, your ability to take the information, skills, and resources you've gained throughout your life and begin to apply those as you are making plans for your future moves, future goals. So you are essentially juggling in the sense that you are dancing as fast as you can to keep up with the new amount of information that you are gaining. In the 10th house, we have the Queen of Swords. And the Queen of Swords is indicating your ability to manage the incredible amount of information that you are receiving. This also is you facilitating the discussion, the making of plans on behalf of an organization or social body that you work. It is how your expertise is recognized in the community, how your skills are sought after as an advisor, as a strategist, as someone who can help to plan forward motion through your ability to detach your emotions and pursue and integrate the new information, the new impact of events on the organization in order to improve the offering that you are working towards. If that's the elevation of products, services, how to improve those in such a way that the work of your team is more efficient and more productive. In the first house, we have the Knight of Swords, and this is where you are really continuing to explore, to research new ideas, new information, so that you can better facilitate the communication that you are helping others to gain, the discourse that you have opened up. It can be certainly in your own life, and this impacts you on a daily basis. But the ability to research and follow up on new ideas in order to open up the dialogue for others to participate in as well, where you're getting input, where you're asking questions, asking for advisement and assistance from others is part of your integrating this new information that you're gaining, understanding the truth beneath the overwhelm of new ideas that are coming forward to you and shaping those eternally in a dialogue that all people can participate in order to build, problem solve together. In the fourth house, we have the Four of Wands. And the Four of Wands is indicating where you have built a strong foundation for yourself, a strong cultural and spiritual foundation from which you can not only support your further expansion and growth, but also where you can celebrate the rewards of this foundation with your community. This is very much about your domestic environment, your family of origin, your formative years, your personal space where you are in a position to recognize the great and healthy foundation that you've established for the growth of this community. This in traditional decks is the 1111 card, or speaks to wish fulfillment, ultimate wish fulfillment in your home life, in your domestic sphere. And that can literally be building or establishing or improving upon your domestic environment. In the 7th house, we have the Hierophant. And the Hierophant here is really indicating a commitment to your significant others, to your communities of service, your customers, your clients, your students. This is also you recognizing that you are building and committing to your own growth, the growth of your higher self, your greater potential. This has now come into view as you have really built upon your relationship to entertain, receive new ideas, and understand the validity of those ideas and the ways in which you can build and implement stronger plans and commitments. This is you taking what you're learning and sharing it with others. And this is your commitment to seeking help from others and sharing that information with others, rather than internalizing what we often see in our culture as a weakness in needing help, a weakness in having holes in what we know, as if we are all to know and be able to do everything. This is you recognizing that you have some strengths which you would like to amplify and build with others in a similar way. The 1st house, Knight of Swords, let me replace these crystals, is clarified by the 5 of Cups in the 2nd house and the 3 of Swords in the 3rd house. I see your desire and interest in really opening yourself up to new truths, the pursuit of truth, finding clarity in disappointments, even betrayals, heartaches of the past. This is you focusing very much on the sense of loss and grieving that you've experienced through some of the losses you've sustained. However, your ability to experience that grieving, that remorse, that regret has really turned you to your gratitude for your ability to communicate, to connect, to establish a relationship between yourself and the information or support that you need. And that also is coming from your ability to take responsibility for the events that you once may have viewed as being the experience of victimhood, seeing yourself as a victim, betrayed at the hands of others, to one in which you recognize that the tragedies, the damage you've sustained, the hurt that you've undergone, pain and suffering have actually taken you to a realization of the gifts contained within those experiences, so that you now are able to celebrate your ability to connect with ideas, with others, and with your higher self, and recognizing that these experiences gave you the ability to recognize and to appreciate where you've come. The Four of Wands is clarified by the Hermit in the 5th house and the Four of Swords in the 6th house. A lot of swords so far in your reading are indicating to me your desire to really deeply understand your experiences. The Hermit is indicating that you have recognized the need to seek answers, Libra. You have recognized that you need to pull within, to ask the questions of those authorities that you recognize, those teachers that you respect. They can be ancestors, they can be anyone, they can be even students or clients or customers, your children perhaps, that can be the source of inspiration and to clarify those things, those areas in your life that you are unclear about. But this is you recognizing that you must make those changes, you must commit to that growth so that you can, in fact, share what you've learned for others through the model of your own life, through the example of your own actions. In your area of health, you are deeply retreating again as you continue to build anew, as you continue to apply the understandings of the suffering that you've endured in the past. You are recognizing how much progress you have made. This progress is helping you to recognize that you need to cultivate, that you can best cultivate your own improved health, your own improved actions towards those goals that you desire by thanking your guides, your ancestors, your own ability to learn from the lessons and experiences that you've had, so that you are praying, clearly praying for the support, advisement, recognizing the help that you have had in getting to this place. You are in the same healing process that so many of us are, but you are integrating that process, that ability to understand your role in difficulties, to shift your perspective so that you can gain the gifts from those actions moving forward. And this affects your habits and creates your routines and creates this ability to be more efficient and more productive. The 7th house, Hierophant, is clarified by the 10 of Swords and the Knight of Cups in the 9th house. The 10 of Swords is showing me what resources you have gained through your intimate partnerships, through your significant partnerships. This can be through work as it can be through spouses, family members, friends. The 10 of Swords indicates a huge change, the completion of a cycle of suffering, of meeting the expectations of others, of disappointments, of betrayals that you are communicating with, that you are sharing about in your intimate circle. You are recording your process. You are documenting your process in some way. If that's journaling, if that's keeping a dream journal, if that's morning pages, whatever you do to record or document your process of healing, your process of recovery is coming to an end, particularly as you are learning to integrate this process into your everyday life. So this is allowing you to release these unhappy stories, this experience of victimhood, the sense that things never go your way despite your investment in them. That's being released and allowing you to move onto a new level, into a fresh experience of understanding the many gifts, the appreciation for who you are and what you have. The Knight of Cups is really showing me that your heart is opening. This is the first cup that has appeared, or actually the second cup that has appeared, but you are really opening to exploring this deep connection that you are able to make with yourself and with your significant others in all your relationships, particularly to the things that you desire most. This is you receiving communications from far afield, perhaps outside of a community that you interact with on a consistent basis, but you really finding the information, the love, the healing, the gifts, the creative challenge in your ability to distribute and share the products or the services that you and your community create. You are opening up your heart and exploring the ways in which your emotions can allow, your experiences allow you to experience positive emotions that fuel your creativity, that fuel your ability to problem solve. In the 10th house, the Queen of Swords is clarified by the Ace of Cups in the 11th and the Page of Swords in the 12th. So the Ace of Cups in the 11th is showing this tremendous release and flow that you now recognize puts you in league with a larger global community that is working towards similar ends. You are now a part of this beautiful ability to receive information, gifts, knowledge, communication with others from all parts of the globe, from communities much more diverse than your visible current social network. This is you really looking at and being inspired by the love that you experience throughout the world in all kinds of intangible ways, finding you inspired and understanding that you are gaining in your ability to flow with the majority of the planet, that are gaining healing, that are creating and solving problems with love. The Page of Swords in the 12th house really is showing me, Libra, your ultimate commitment to this ability to learn from your past mistakes and errors, for you to learn from the errors of others, but your ability to recognize and be a beginner as you continue to cultivate this observer's mind, this ability to stand outside of yourself and observe the actions, the reactions, the responses that you that are triggered by events, for you to integrate that skill and ability into your life and into a commitment to integrate that into all aspects of your life, your being. I'm going to finish up this reading, Libra, with a botanical inspiration and ask if you're enjoying this reading, if you find it useful and enjoyable, to please like and subscribe to my channel. And I've pulled the Hyacinth, and the key word is playfulness. Someone said, I don't recognize Joseph Chilton Pierce. If you do, please inform me in the comments. This person says, play is the royal road to childhood happiness and adult brilliance. I'm going to leave it here. Thank you, Libra, for your time and attention. Until next time, namaste.